Hi guys, today we're going to look at 5 essential strumming patterns that you can use right now to start creating your own music. Right at the end of this video I'll show you this really cool hack where you can just take this one chord and transform it into a 4-chord progression. So stick around. So let's jump into it. Strumming pattern number 1. We're just going to be using one chord today. We're going to use the E major. We're going to be in 4/4 times. This means we're playing 4 beats in a bar. The first strumming pattern we're going to look at involves just doing a downstroke on each beat like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to introduce a metronome. So this is such an important thing to practice with. It just ensures that you are working towards having good timing. So I'm going to set the metronome at 92 beats per minute, or 92 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for strumming pattern number 2, we're going to actually be playing a different rhythm. We're going to be playing what we call quavers. You'll see them on screen right now, and these are where we're playing 2 notes per beat. So we're going to use downstrokes for this one, where we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1. So if you wanted to practice that with a metronome, if you try it at 90, it's going to be really, really quick. I mean, give it a go and see what you think, but I'd definitely say knock that metronome down a bit to about 70 beats per minute. My metronome only goes down to 72 or 69 for some reason. So I'd set it at 72 for you, and this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so strumming pattern number 3, we're going to be doing the same thing as strumming pattern number 2, but we're going to be introducing an upstroke this time. So we're still playing the 8s, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but this time with an up rather than a down. So this is what it should look like. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I normally say as a good little tip here, when you're doing an upstroke, don't try to hit all 6 strings. Maybe just try and aim for the top 3 strings and maybe use a flicking motion as opposed to a full arm movement here. So that would look like this. So for strumming pattern number 4, we're going to miss out 2 of the upstrokes. We're going to miss out beat number 1 and beat number 3, but please experiment with taking out some of these upstrokes on other beats and see what you think. So we're going to go 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. So that's down, down, up, down, down, up. 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. With the metronome, set it at different tempos again and play around with that. You could play around with different chords. You know, try and make up your own chord progressions. Try to make up your own strumming patterns. Rather than going 1, 2 and 3, 4 and, you could go 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, or 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So that, with the chords you already know, will definitely give you a good start in making up your own music. So strumming pattern number 5, and we're so close to giving you that little hack I was telling you about earlier. So I'll play the strumming pattern and then I'll break it down. So this one is arguably the most used 4/4 strumming pattern that I've come across. It actually takes away one of the downstrokes, and then you can use the strumming pattern over so many different types of songs. So a real essential one to get down. Let's jump into it. So we go 1, 2 and, like before. But on that, when I just stop the strings there, that's where you would come down, but don't actually hit the 3rd beat. So 1, 2 and then miss. 1, 2 and miss. So from there we do an upstroke. 1, 2 and miss and. So from there we do a downstroke on beat 4. So that will look like this. 1, 2 and miss and 4. 1, 2 and miss and 4. We've got one more stroke, and that's an upstroke, and we do that on the and of beat 4. That will sound like this. 1, 2 and miss and 4 and 1, 2 and miss and 4 and. Okay, and again you can practice that with the metronome. So now it's time for the hack. So if you take this E major chord, we're going to look up where our 2nd finger is, and we see that's on fret number 2. We take the 2nd finger and we're going to use that as a guide. The whole shape is going to stay exactly the same, but we're going to take the 2nd finger and we're going to move it into different frets. We're going to go from the 2nd fret up to the third. So you'll see the shape is still exactly the same. So in terms of frets, I've got 3, 3, and then 2. Then I move it up again to the 5, so I've got 5, 5, 4, and then back down to the 3, 3, 3, 2. That will sound like this. So fret 2, which is our E major chord. Then we shift it up a fret, up to fret 3, then shift it up to fret 5, and then we go down to fret 3. So with this chord progression now, you can practice any of those 5 strumming patterns we've already looked at. So let's take that chord progression, let's see how that sounds with strumming pattern number 4. So that's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Here we go. Go around again. Cool, so right at the end there, I just gave that a really good staccato slam at the end, and that creates quite a big impact. If you haven't done already, please check out my playlist up here. It's got all your open chords, loads of different songs that you can use these open chords, and different strumming patterns as well, so be sure to check that out. Really hope you enjoyed today's lesson, guys. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you next time.